So for this video, we're going to go over two things. Like it says in the title, we're going to talk about the channel for a second and what's coming ahead, and also the Dokkan 11th anniversary, and just, kind of recapping of what I think the anniversary was. I wanted to wait till the end. A lot of YouTubers did it during. I wanted to wait till the end to give my official thoughts on the celebration. But firstly, I just want to go over some things about the channel moving forward. So firstly, thank everyone for watching. I started doing this during the 11th anniversary, so it hasn't been that long. It's only been a few weeks, and we're still growing. So I want to thank everyone that is here and that is coming in. Some of our shorts have blown up a little bit, and my Twitch is starting to grow even more. So I want to thank everybody and really tell you guys how appreciative I am, because it's been such a short period and we're doing pretty well. Even though every day isn't a blow up day, or every day isn't growth, sometimes it goes back a step or it just remains the same. We're still hitting peaks throughout the weeks, and I just greatly appreciate it. So I haven't really found a schedule yet. I mean, YouTube, I'm doing videos every single day, maybe skip one day and then upload the next. I haven't really missed any days outside of one, and I don't plan on taking a week or 2 weeks to upload something unless it's something very editing consuming or something that is going to take me a lot of time to get footage on. I have an idea for a video. It's going to be 5 minutes from my top 5 games ever, and I think that's a really good idea for a video, because my top 5 games are very good and people would want to watch those games because they are pretty popular. Alongside that, I haven't seen too many YouTubers do a video like that, so I'm very excited to get that video out soon, but I've been so busy with other content coming out. Like, for example, Resident Evil 9 just dropped. That's what I've been streaming a bunch of. And moving forward, we are going to take a little bit of a break because Crimson Desert is around the corner. So my next few streams are going to be, we're going to do some polls, but probably classic Resident Evil, some Dark Souls, maybe Mafia, and Final Fantasies. So there's a few games that I want to play and I want to upload videos on YouTube before Crimson Desert comes out, because once that game comes out, it's going to be Resident Evil 9 all over again. And what I mean by that is it's going to take up all of my time until I complete the game. And that game, Crimson Desert, is going to be, way 10 times bigger than what Resident Evil 9 was in terms of game length and stuff you can do, because it's an RPG. So that is going to take most of my time up from streaming and also making YouTube videos out of it and content. So that is going to be the next big project that I end up working on, but that game doesn't come out for another 2 weeks or a week and a half. I'll probably be taking breaks every now and then. We're just talking about streaming here in between those sessions, because I don't want to get burnt out from Crimson Desert. That is looking like it's going to be not one of my top favorite games, but I'm going to love the game. I love games like that, and the art style, everything about the game just looks great. I just have to make sure I can run the game on my computer. And I'm also bringing this up because of Dokkan. So now that Dokkan's out of the 11th anniversary, which we will get to in one moment, I will pull up the cards and stuff. But the 11th anniversary is over for the most part, and when Dokkan's in this low period, there's not a lot of content you can really get out of it. And of course, everyone that watches Dokkan, usually everyone watches the truth, right? So he's going to be uploading every day, and he's going to be getting most of the, I don't want to say viewership, he deserves it, love him, but I mean that for me to upload Dokkan, there's no real interesting content I can make during this time besides videos on units and taking them into festivals. So I do still plan on to upload Dokkan throughout the next few weeks until Crimson Desert comes out, but don't expect it to be every day like I was with some Resident Evil. So Deborah is the next Dokkan Fest. Again, we will talk about this more in the next part of the video, but I probably won't have really cool Dokkan content out until Saiyan Day. So like I said, Dokkan's just going to be taking a little bit of a back burner, and we're going to upload some other content like Dark Souls and stuff like that, and those will all be hopefully up on the channel fairly soon. So just to recap, I want to thank everybody again, and for the future of this channel, for the near future, I guess, it's going to be other types of games so we can really expand our channel. Along with that, I'm also going to be doing Crimson Desert when it comes out. So that's the next big thing to look forward to. I'll be doing tons of content on that, probably guides, honestly, and stuff I figure out firsthand, as well as I will be streaming it. So I'd appreciate it if you guys watching this video head over to my stream. It's the same name as my YouTube. There's a link in the description. Please go over to it and watch me stream. So like I was saying, please go over to my stream. It's the same name, and so you can get the raw, uncut content from there. I don't stream Dokkan. I probably will at one point for summons, but for the meantime, it's just going to be other games and gaming, 'cause that's what I enjoy doing, and I'm having fun streaming and making videos right now, so we're just going to keep it going for as long as I can. But like I said, Dokkan's going to take a little bit of a back burner, be on the back burner, take a little bit of a break while it's in this dry period, and we are going to upload other content as well as waiting for the next big game, Crimson Desert, to come out. So, on to the 11th anniversary. So before I go over, we will pull up events here. But before I pull up the cards, and stuff, I just want to talk about my thoughts overall, and then we'll get into specifics. So firstly, we have the events here. Okay. So firstly, I just want to say that I think people over exaggerated the 11th anniversary because they thought it was going to be the 10th anniversary. Let's make this clear. The 10th anniversary was a one of a kind celebration, and the reason for that is because it's 10 years. So people can expect to get the 10th year anniversary level of like content or quality or, hype around the celebration when we don't have a milestone coming up. I mean, the 12th will probably be better than the 11th because the 11th is underwhelming. That doesn't change the fact that the 11th is underwhelming. Spoilers. But the 10th anniversary, it shouldn't be compared. That is a one of a kind special celebration because Dokkan hit 10 years. We probably won't get something like that till 15 or 20 years. We aren't going to see a great celebration like that where they just give you a free unit and all this stuff is coming out, and there's like 9 LRs that came out and free to play LRs. It was a special time, and just be thankful that we ended up getting that, and Dokkan did something really good for its community. So to get into a little bit of specifics here, firstly, let's go over the cards. So starting here, this is where it really started. I think this guy's overhated, but I think he's really good. Good easy A. Great card. Don't listen to the people on Twitter. Great card. He can be great. He can build up to great, but this Goku, the Daima STR, just starts out as a great unit. This guy has to kind of build up, and he gives the guard once he supers, I think, 4 times. So, like, he has good abilities, but I think his first turn, he's a little weak. But after that, he can be great. As much as, we already used Piccolo as a banner unit, so, like, what other banner unit will we have? Like, there's no hype around Majin Buu, right? Like, there's no hype around this character. But if you look at his kit, he's actually very, very, very solid. So this is one of the best banner units we've ever had. So again, in terms of the banner and the cards that came out for the part 1 of the anniversary, great. We're not counting this guy because he's just an awakening. Trunks, average, mid. I don't want to use mid, but like, in my opinion, very average. Doesn't do a lot of great things. When I use him, he's not that good. I don't have him rainbowed, but still, I think Trunks was a little bit of a fall off, but the Vegeta family team needed some help. And as you're going to see as we go up, there is Vegeta family units, like this guy here, this guy here. However, Goku family is all over the place. So I wish they would have gave one more easy A to even this guy is Goku family. I think he's on Goku family. Okay, yeah, so he is on Goku family. So like, again, I just wish we would have gotten one more unit or super easy A or even just an easy A of a Vegeta family card. I'm not sure which one, maybe Majin Vegeta, but he's gonna probably easy A soon. But I wish they would have gave somebody alongside the Trunks because he was average, and these two guys, as we're gonna get to, are pretty good. So I'd say Gohan is good to great, but I think he's mostly just very solid. So I would put solid above good if it was a tier list. Good is like, they're runnable. I think solid is like, you're going to use them on teams more often than not. Now, it does suck that this guy's teams are, they're good, but a lot of these teams, like, you're not really going to run him on grade 8 power because you have all the SS4s here. I mean, you're going to run all of these units. I mean, maybe outside of Broly, but this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, Daima Goku, and probably the physical SS4s or the Int Easy A Gogeta over the Gohan, right? So it's like this guy isn't going to see much use because there's other units on his teams that you're going to run. I mean, outside of Youth, you're definitely going to run him on Youth. I think because the only usable units here really are this guy, Gohan's iffy, you can get away with these guys, and Tech Gohan's pretty good. I mean, this physical Kid Goku also ECA'd not that long ago, so he's pretty solid. But yeah, you're gonna run him on this team. But like I said, if you look at his teams again, you're not really running him on a lot of those teams as like the number one option. But Kai Goku, uh, top five unit in the game. Kai Goku is crazy. Now he does get demolished by Jiren in some harder events, but again, this is overpowered. Let's not understate it. I'm not gonna go through every character's kit, but I just want to show. Um, he's got the damage reduction for one turn, right? He's stacking defense. Keep that in mind. He's stacking defense on his 18 key. Survives KO, right? Then when health falls below a threshold, here you go, below 50%, 80% chance to dodge, as well as healing you, full heal one time, and recovers 59% HP when HP is 40% or less. So he's going to get hit and be killed, right? But he's going to dodge every attack after that, heal you the next rotation, as well as recovering 10% HP on his 12 key super, which he can get twice. So the reason why that's so important is because if we pull up, we'll just do it this way. If we quickly pull up the UI Goku, the issue with this unit here is unless everyone dodges on the rotation and hits their dodges, where is it? Survive KO is very useful right here. So survives KO one up to once within a turn, really good because again he's surviving a KO. He's not just going to outright get killed. However, if the units on your rotation aren't dodging, you're dead because you're at 1% HP, and unless he kills the boss or the unit or the other units on rotation dodge, you're dead. He has 1% HP. You can't take a normal even for double digits. You're dead. But with this guy, however, he's healing you on his 12 key. So you're at 1% HP and he's healing you. So unless you put him into like the third slot and he gets supered and then he's at 1% HP, even then, he's still recovering at the end of the turn. So you literally can't die with this guy on rotation. It's not impossible. Don't take that for what I'm saying. But it's very hard when he's giving you HP twice within a turn. Or once a turn and then this on the next turn. Like, that is crazy. This guy is a top 5 unit, even at 55%. He hits hard. He stacks defense very fast. He has the dodge, and he has the damage reduction for one turn. So great. Now, the free-to-play units, I don't want to say average. I want to say good. So Ku is pretty good, and the Tamagamis are good enough. We'll put it that way. Are you running them on the Diamond team if you have all the units? No, you're not running these units. And this guy's pretty good. One of these Tamagamis is worse than the other two. I think it's the physical one, if I'm not wrong. I think it's this one. I don't want to go through their kits right now. But for free-to-play units, they're pretty solid. Like I said, are you going to run them if you have the full Daima team? No. But if you don't, you can definitely throw these guys on and put dodge in their hidden potential system, and you can get away with it. So that is decent enough. Vegeta, amazing. I love this unit. Does he get you killed sometimes? Sure, if he doesn't hit his dodges. But his support, which again, I don't want to go over everyone, but his support here of 50% for Oh My God's allies, also giving attack and defense 20% for superclass, 70%. Like, that is very, very, very good. Especially for the Realm of Gods team. Everyone hits super hard with that guy on rotation, even in the third slot. We're not going to go over the rest of his kit, but he's really, really, really solid. I would almost put him up there with Great and one of the best Super Easy A's ever. He's not number 1 or number 2, maybe not even top 5, but he should be, in my opinion, I'd have to put it on a list, but top 10 of Super Easy A's. Again, I would have to look at a list, but in my opinion, he's still one of the greatest Super Easy A's we've had, and his support is super duper valuable. Pan. I'm indifferent about this Pan. She gets me killed so much. So this is good here, right? All allies keep +2 attack and defense 30% for 2 turns, and she has the chance to dodge and damage reduction. And also, in the first turn before attacking, she has another 50%. For whatever reason, this Pan dies for me so much. It doesn't matter if I put her in slot 1. It doesn't matter if she dodges one super. I don't know if I'm using her wrong, which there is no using her wrong. You throw her in slot 1 on a GT team and you just go. But she gets killed on her first turn so much for me. And I have a decent build with her with some additional and some dodge. So I just don't understand why everyone loves this unit. Again, her when you look at her kit, again, we're not going to go over it. I'm sorry if I'm taking too much time, but if you look at her kit, it looks great, right? This gets up to 200%. She can launch an additional super attack when GT Heroes. That's probably the team you're running her on most times. She gets dodge and extra dodge in the second or third slot. And she's a slot one tank. That's what she's supposed to be. But in game, for some reason, she just gets killed for me. Like, she just doesn't do it for me. If you guys watch The Truth, you would know he gets a lot of additional normal attacks, and I feel like some accounts just don't have luck. My additionals are usually supers. He doesn't get them. My Pan just doesn't dodge for me. Don't know what it is. She just doesn't dodge the supers for me. She dodges the normals and then takes a 10 million super to the fucking face. So I'm not this high on this Pan, but even if it's my own experience, I can acknowledge she's really, really good. I like the Vegeta more just because of his support, how massive it is. But Pan is probably more valuable because she's a slot one unit, right? So both of these units, point is though, I would say great. I wouldn't say top five. I wouldn't say good. I would say great. They are really amazing, and you can run them on both of the teams here that we're going to get to, the part two. So, this unit here, great. I think they're a little slow their first turn, but again, Vegeta stacks, and you're really just trying to get to Goku's Spirit Bomb. But other than that, like, the unit isn't perfect, obviously, but this guy, top five. Top seven if you want to push him down a little bit, but this guy is really, really good. He's great. UI Goku, top three, in my opinion. I don't think there's like any unit better than this guy right now and the stuff he brings. Again, one of the things I will complain about that I don't enjoy from his kit is the survive KO once per turn, and then if nobody else on the rotation dodges, everyone's dead, right? You just die. So that's a little bit of a complaint, but again, he does everything. Guaranteed dodge, you switch into Vegeta, you have the 100% damage reduction the first turns for both of them. You can switch on the first rotation, so you can use Vegeta first and save Goku's dodge for later. Like if you're doing the Jiren event, the new Jiren boss fight, I mean, you can use Vegeta first, and because AGL Jiren cancels dodge, and then when you get to the Int Jiren, you switch over to UI Goku, and he's got guaranteed dodge the first rotation. So this guy is going to age probably the best out of all of these units here. Maybe outside of Kai Goku, he's still going to age better, but Kai Goku is probably going to age pretty well as well. Maybe the STR Daima SS4, but this guy is going to age the best. In my opinion, he's number one. If you want to go two or three, I won't complain, but this is like the best unit in the game. Great. Legic, as much as we want to clown Legic and as much as he's only on like GT bosses, he's still a really good banner unit. I think I like him more than Do, but it's only because I think he's more valuable on the teams he's on. I think Do is on the Daima team, which brings him back because there's a decent amount of really good Daima units now, especially that this Vegeta gives guard on his super, so you can run the physical SS3 Vegeta now. So I think he's more valuable, but again, great banner unit. I would say he's great. The RF Blues is where, in terms of cards, his anniversary kind of takes down a little bit. This unit is, in my opinion, mid. It hurts me to say because I love these guys, but look at this passive. Like, guys, look at this. It's 3 lines. You go into Vegeta, it's fucking 3 lines. Like, these passives aren't long enough. This guy doesn't hold out. He only gets this for 3 turns. This Goku only gets his dodge for 3 turns. And he's not stacking defense. I mean, raise the defense for 4 turns is pretty good. I know you're supposed to switch into Vegeta, but they do a decent amount of damage. But like I said, limiting this unit, if this was the passive, right, but you took off this turn restriction and you took off this turn restriction here, I think he'd be a lot better. But of course, it's turn restricted for some reason, and they just don't have, like, where's the rest of the kit? If they had more kit plus the 3 turns, they would be better, but they don't, unfortunately. And this is where we're getting into, like, mid, like, to me, I think they're better than Trunks, but I think they're worse than like every other unit that's released this anniversary. Besides the Tamagamis, those are free to play, and the Coup, we're not talking about them. But out of like this guy, and especially these guys, like, they're just worse. And this is where I was pretty disappointed and brought my hype for the 11th anniversary down a little bit, because this unit was one of the Not, I don't think he was that good when he came out, but this is one of my favorite units ever. Their animations look great. It's both the blues, ROF. I like the movie, so like I said, I was really disappointed with this EZA. But then right after, what did we get? Some of the best units in the game, the 8th anniversary LRs. I still think after using them, I said in my video I thought they were like top 3 to 5. I think they're 5 to 8. I don't think you should go lower with 10 with these units. But I don't know if they're like 1, 2, and 3, like this guy and these two right next to each other, like maybe 1, 2, and 3. I don't know about that anymore. But they are still great. Definitely top 5 worthy. You can argue it. So these guys, fantastic. And now today, what we got is to end the anniversary. Really, is UI Goku Super Easy Aid. This is what the gods should have had. This is what the ROF Blue should have had. I mean, all of the, not everything he does, but they should have a passive that looks like this and looks like this. There's no reason why the ROF Blues were so mid, and then this guy comes out. I know he's a super easy A, right? And the ROF Blues only just got their first easy A, but this guy super easy A is crazy. He's insanely good. I just did a video on him. You'll see that before this one. Um, this Goku is amazing, and I think he helps save the anniversary a little bit. Not like save the entirety of the anniversary, but I think he ended the anniversary on like a good note. Like, okay, we got a very solid unit. A lot of people have this unit by now. We're gonna go back. When did he come out? 2018. You should have him by now. I think you can get red. You can get him with the red stones. Maybe not. I have to go back and look at the shop. But he's been around a long time. You probably have him. Um, Insanely good for the Realm of Gods team. And again, if we look at the Realm of Gods team very quickly, again, sorry for this. Um, you're not running this guy. You can get away with running this guy, but I don't recommend it. But you can. You're not running this guy. You're not running this guy. You're not running this guy. You probably aren't running them. So the units you are running are 1, 2. You can get away with 3, 4 here. When these guys' buffs run out, you're probably not running either of them, but we'll add AGO UI Goku because he's dodged, so we'll do 5. And where is he? The new unit makes 6. This guy, 6. So he really, I think, really helps this Realm of Gods team because, like I said, once these two guys' buffs run out, this Vegeta isn't that great. And again, you can get away with UI Goku because he's a dodge unit and he has guaranteed dodge 2 times and a revive. So you can get away with using this guy on the team. But yeah, this guy kind of adds, make sure that you can just run this team with him and not really have any holes in the team. So yeah, I think he was a very good addition for the ending of the anniversary. I really like that they easy ate him and he's so good. These guys are the next units. That's not really part of the 11th anniversary, so we can just end the unit talk here. If we go into events, we'll do this quickly because I spent a lot of time in this section. Let's just close all these tabs. So we got the Greatest Horse, pretty good event. We got the Supreme Magnificent Battle. We got the Red Zone 11th Anniversary Part 1, Part 2, which I really like the Part 2 events. And we just got the Ultimate Player's Choice. So we're not going to click on all of these events, and I don't want to spend too much time more talking about the 11th anniversary or talking about specific things and just talk about my thoughts. Great stages. I don't have any complaints. I do think Jiren, I beat Jiren. It wasn't that fun. I have a video up. You guys should watch it. It's called I Hate Jiren. Not the biggest fan of him, and I think his boss fight is stupid hard. But I think that giving us the opportunity to go to Jiren or fight the other bosses is really good. And what I was going to say, though, the negative, I'm pretty sure Jiren is getting taken away. I'm pretty sure Jiren is only like time limited, which I don't like. Just have him there forever. So the people, because it's not like you have to beat him to beat the event. You can go beat all the other bosses and finish the event. You don't have to go fight Jiren. So it looks like he's going to be time limited. Maybe I'm wrong about that or they were wrong in the news. So I'm really hoping he's not because I just think it's stupid when he's not like a mandatory boss to beat the event. Anyway, though, I think the events are great. But into more details, or at least we can start talking about my thoughts as a whole, but one of these is a detail on the events. Where are our missions? We've had like no We've had missions, but we haven't had like great missions. I feel like the 10th anniversary, and the only reason I'm comparing this part, that I said you shouldn't compare the 10th and the 11th, and I believe that, or any other anniversary to the 10th. I think you shouldn't do that. But missions are something that they can just add in. It's not like part of an anniversary. They can just throw in missions anytime they want for any little, even just like a Dokkan Fest comes out. They can just throw on missions. So missions to me is a little comparable because it's not like a new event. It's not like new units. It's just something that they can just put in the game. Do this and get a Dragonstone. Our missions were pretty good this time around. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like beforehand, we don't want to see these. We want to see these. Like all these missions for these events are really good, but a lot of them are just like beat it once and then beat it with a team. So yeah, clear it, clear it with Realm of Gods, clear it with Battle of Fate. Now this just came out and they give 5 Dragonstones a piece, which is really good. But still, we'll even go a little bit further back. We'll go to the special battle. Clear it, clear it, clear it, clear it, clear it, clear it. We go over to, let's do Red Zone. Again, this just came out. Clear it, clear it, clear it. Dragon Ball Seekers, GT Heroes, Power of Wishes. These events are, I mean, these missions are pretty good. But my point is, before we were getting like festival missions. I'm so surprised we didn't get a festival mission with the amount of stacking units that came out with these two, this guy, now this guy. Like I'm just so surprised they weren't like, okay, beat festival with 3 Turtle School allies or something. And I feel like if we got more missions in these downtimes, which is one of my complaints, the 11th anniversary had a lot of down period. So like the data download or like the new events and new characters wouldn't be till the end of the week. So you have to wait the entire week from the beginning all the way till the end doing like nothing pretty much. Just grinding the week's event or doing whatever you do on Dokkan. And a lot of us don't have time to grind. So my point is there was a lot of downtime, but in that downtime, if they gave us festival missions, if they would have been like, okay, go back and be, because I feel like they did this last year, not this event specifically, but just take this as an example where they put missions on older events. If it was like, go beat the legendary Goku event again, but bring 3 Realm of Gods units or something. Now, don't get me wrong, this event is a baby event now. You know what I mean? Like, look at this. Look at the HP, 4 million and 160k attack. Like we're gonna destroy this event. So don't take it specifically with this event, but I wish they would have just been like, hey, go back and do some of these events or Infinite Dragon Ball history. We haven't had no events for this or no missions. Go back and beat stage. What are we at? Like 20 something now? Oh no, we're way higher. We're at 39. So go beat 39 with GT Heroes or something. Again, these events would be pretty easy to beat, but I just feel like if they gave us more missions, even for some of these older events here or older red zones, it would give us more time in between the content drops to like go do stuff and use the new units or use different teams, because that's what you have fun doing in Dokkan for the most part. Outside of summoning and seeing big numbers, you have fun putting teams together and seeing what these guys do next to each other and putting the support unit on the team. At least for me, that's what I like to do, is go into events with these teams, use the new characters or figure out a team that best synergizes and going into the event and trying to beat it. And I just feel like the 10th anniversary, and I don't want to go through previous anniversaries, this video is going to be too long, but I feel like our missions in the past have been way more interactive, if that makes sense, or not interactive, but way more interesting for, or antagonizing for you to go do. Like, hey, you should do this because you get this. Like I said, it's not like there's been no missions. There's been some for the events, especially the EX missions, which were pretty hard, and I enjoy the harder missions. But again, no festival mission. Again, I know half the community hates that event, but still, no festival missions, which is surprising with the amount of stacking units they released, alongside with no like missions for previous events. And to me, that's my biggest gripe with this anniversary. And the reason for that, like I said, is because this anniversary should not be compared to the 10th anniversary. I feel like that's where a lot of people's hatred comes from. Not hatred, but disappointment. We're never going to get a 10th anniversary again. We might get something on par or maybe greater than, but we won't get it for like another 3 years or even 10 years from now. We're not going to get a 10th year anniversary. Very unlikely we're going to. The 10th anniversary was special, and we just have to accept that it was a special time. And if you were there for it, it was hype, and we got to be a part of it. That's basically it. Um, so my overall thoughts on this anniversary: cards, absolutely amazing. Events could have been better. Easy A's, great. Um, and this anniversary has some of the best cards in the game released, which an anniversary should, but still, some of the best units, some of the best easy A's, excluding like this guy and this guy. Some of the best easy A's in the game. The missions are one thing I wish they would have added, or I call that content. So the new missions, I just wish we would have got more of, and gotten to use some of these units a little bit more. The actual content itself, like events, I think is good. Maybe to great, you can argue it, but I think it's really good. However, like I said, the missions is what brings it down for me, and the downtime just sucked. The amount of blank space, it felt like a normal week in Dokkan sometimes, or a normal month in Dokkan sometimes, where like this unit just dropped, now go do this new event, go do a few missions, and now we're waiting for the next one. You know what I mean? So that brought it down for me. So I would give this anniversary like a 7 or an 8. Probably right in the middle, 7.5, because I think 7 is really good, but I think 8 is like great. And I do think this anniversary is better than other people make it seem. But again, there's no excuse for the amount of downtime in between. There's no excuse for the live streams that they did to just be the cards, and everyone's so excited to see the cards. And like the next 10 minutes of the showcase is like nothing. And everybody's like, where's the rest of the stream? Like 5-minute streams of just showing the animations and then being like, okay, this is what they do. Here's the animations, and see you guys in 2 weeks when they release. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of disappointing. So like I said, I feel like they did handle the celebration a little bit poorly with the downtime and the amount of content they dropped. But overall, cards and as a anniversary, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's pretty solid. The cards are great, and I just think, like I said, nothing compares to the 10th anniversary. We're just not going to get that again. It was so much fun to be a part of last year. Maybe the GDC this year will be really, really, really good. That's what I'm looking forward to, is the GDC kind of making up for some of this. But yeah, so those are my thoughts on the 11th anniversary, as well as my channel as a whole. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and sorry for the long run time, and I will see you guys soon.